Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Bare Knuckles High Rye Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Yum.
For those of you that might have been around here a long time, you say, you already did that. But yes, we did. But we did not do this one because we did one that was at like 90 proof. This one's a tad bit higher than that. Super excited to try it. And there's a reason I put it in right now. So let's get into the particulars because I can't wait to get to this into my face. So this one comes in, it's a 6-year bourbon. It comes in at 123 proof even. We got it for $49.99. This happened to be barrel number 16-401. It's bottle number 157, excuse me. The distillery is out of Indiana, so you can guess who that might be, Ross and Squibb. And it's bottled by KO Distilling out of Manassas, Virginia. The mash bill is 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. And this is a single barrel out of Liquor Junction. So super fan of the channel, Steve, found this. I forget where Liquor Junction is in Mass. I want to say it might be out by...
That's it. That's actually the name of the store?
It's whoever. I think that's the name of the store, to be honest with you.
But, so yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah, I think it's out by his work somewhere when he goes out. But the reason I wanted to do this one is because yesterday we just recently did one by MGP, Ross and Squibb, whatever you want to call it, and it was excellent. It was actually very good.
It was good.
So I wanted to see, here's one made by them for somebody else, and I just wanted to see, for a little bit less money, a little bit more proof, and an actual age statement, where does it land? You know what I mean? Because people take their stuff and just do magical things with it.
We've yet to be disappointed, I don't think, by anything Bare Knuckles has done.
No, so and to caveat that, this same exact picture at that 90 proof, you can go way back in the channel. We put it up against some bangers, and that thing was placing in our blinds. So I was super excited to try the cask strength version of it.
Anytime I see cask strength, I'm usually pretty excited.
Right.
My wife's not, but
I get that. But as much as we like the 90 proof, I can only imagine how much more this is going to bring. Again, that was back in the channel when we weren't drinking as much high proof stuff, but because we couldn't afford it. But at this price, this is a steal.
I'll give you an A on that because you were a stickler in the beginning.
Well, that was the whole point, to try to start cheap and work our way up.
Well, we've done that.
No, that's just it. This has a huge nose again. I was waiting to see because I remember it's hard to do from a day before, but I remember
I just got your ethanol blast, so you did yesterday.
And I was waiting to see, am I going to get a cherry?
I did stick my honker in there and it friggin' smoked out my nose. I wasn't moving fast enough, I guess.
When
caramel's there though.
When the caramel's there. I just haven't. I was waiting to see because it took a while, and he had to bark at the UPS guy yesterday, and then all of a sudden I started getting a fruit that I didn't get. So I was just curious if it was going to work its way through.
Not only that, he raised his blood pressure in 9 minutes. Blood pressure went from here to here. Wow. That's a whole different flavor, though.
Just going to say the same exact thing.
I'm not sure I'm getting a lot of oak. I'm going to have to try this again. You know there's a high rye in this one. The tip of my tongue is super rum.
Well,
I know it's 123.
It's not lacking in proof by any means.
Nope.
But again, first sip, so you got to kind of get your tongue acclimated to what we're drinking here.
I hear you.
It came off. You knew you were drinking a proof, but it wasn't wow, that's just hot, because that flavor's still in my mouth. The proof kind of dissipated away.
I'm not sure.
The flavor's in my mouth.
I'm not sure if yesterday's had a little more longevity.
Again, first sip. I can't go there yet, but
I'm with you on that.
I hear you, because yesterday, so if you remember, that first sip burnt me up.
This one kind of did a little bit for me too. Correct. But I don't know if I'm getting that end drizzle as much as I did yesterday.
Let's see. That's why I bumped it to an A yesterday, because I think it can hang with the big dogs, because you're really not going to miss the proof because it drank so oily, and that flavor really did stay. Man, this does have a nice nose, though.
It's got a pretty good and oak.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a little fire when you swish it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took a bigger sip this time, so it is hanging on. But
Mhm.
it is with proof and with flavor though, so it's not just one.
No, but I expected that.
It has a pretty good oak ending in this one. Not a huge sweet start though. Like some have like a really sweet start.
Yep.
I don't know. With a bigger sip, I might have to. It does kind of.
No, that is hanging. No, I just did the same thing.
Because I did
was
a
like,
baby sip the
maybe.
first time,
Because I wasn't
and then
sure
it was
how-
like
yeah.
it almost like dissipated, like one we talked about I think
Yep.
yesterday.
Yep.
And then I was like, but again, it was a baby sip. And
Yep.
This one I took a bigger sip and I swished it, and it did hang.
Well, that's why I was wondering when you said that. I'm like, all right, let me take a bigger one because I took a good sip, but then I was like,
I
hey,
didn't.
maybe I missed something. But
Well,
I don't know because it is still in my mouth right now,
No.
and I haven't redrank. But I will say, in the initial, you're gonna get that burst of proof. I think I'd be guessing in the low 120s on the actual thing. But what stays in my mouth, it pop rocks for a minute, and then it goes away. But flavor, just that caramelly, oaky taste
Still get your
stays.
tip of your tongue stays a little orgeowy.
You knew you drank a proof for sure.
Oh yeah.
But the majority of the thing that stays in my mouth though is the flavor. It's not just like hot,
Again,
gone.
yes, it's because it's still and there's a little drizzly thing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely got more caramel now that I drank some too.
I was just going to say the same thing. It did,
Yep.
It opened up. Excuse me.
Oh, there's nothing I don't like about this one either.
This one may have a little more of a middle flavor. And I'm not.
I think this is oakier than what
well,
Yesties. It's bringing that oak flavor. It hits you in the middle and all that whole finish.
I was just going to say, I think it is just the oak that hits me sooner, and then you get that end drizzle. I'm going to agree with that. That's what that initial hit in the middle is. That
I'm going with that way. Yesterday we thought it had a decent, and it did have a nice little oaky finish, but it was just a little bit. This one really does almost hit you mid palate as you're swishing it around. You really get that dose of oak, and then that oak flavor is what comes down the whole way down
around your tongue.
Yep,
sipping down.
No,
I will agree with that 100%.
I don't have an issue with this at all. I think.
No, and after the first sip,
yep.
I'm obviously I got a little more acclimated, so it did seem to drink my tongue's not on fire or not baby orgeling up as much.
Yep.
So it's just after a couple sips, this really calms right down. This is another great little.
This is a
great little camping trip.
You know,
woo! If you've never had one, you're not gonna get screwed.
These are some of the ones when we say something about it, and then like someone mentioned it the other day, is like, I really like that you guys like this one, but shh, don't tell people because nobody talks about these guys. You know what I mean? Like nobody talks about it. And now this is maybe the third or fourth one we've done by these guys, because I know we did a little one. We have a weeder over there, and I'll be curious to see if I like this one better than the weeder, because I just remember that weeder being delicious. I know you liked it because you actually have gone back to it a lot.
It's delicious, and then again,
it's inexpensive.
How can you? Yes, that's it. I can't get it out.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes. And then did we ask this already? Where is Manassas? I don't think I've been in Manassas in Virginia. I freaking crossed that street up north and south and east and west, and I don't recall Manassas.
The only part of Manassas is I think when you're
by DC?
When you're going through with 81 and you're coming down through, I think there's an exit. I think that's the only way I've seen it, because I think I've seen like that's it. You know that I've never been to it. That I know of.
For some reason, it's.
I've been to Massanutten. Does that count?
No, I don't.
Because my timeshare was in there. I used to go there every year. Not every year, but a lot of years down there through that side. I might have been. It sounds familiar for some reason.
Now all of a sudden I was thinking, is that where they launch it? That's not Manassas, right?
They lost stuff in Florida.
Yeah, I know.
They don't launch anything in Virginia.
Okay,
I know of.
That's a no.
Oh no, no. I don't think they have ever launched anything. I've been there with it.
This nose is very good.
Fun little story about the launch. We went down and my mind just went blank. We literally stayed in a campground across the street from the launch pad, and they were going to launch one of the shuttles. So I'm like, we're going to get up. She kept telling me Sunday. She didn't say that it was Saturday night into Sunday. So like I fell asleep. I didn't even hear it. Sonic boom comes, knocks the kid almost out of the because he's on a bunk bed. Oop, I hit to hit my microphone. They both wake up. I'm passed out, sound asleep, don't hear nothing. She thought like, what was that? Like it was so loud. Yeah. The shuttle went out. She's like, well, we missed it. I was like, the whole point of going Fort Myers, not Fort Myers. Man, where's the shuttle? My mind just went blank. We went and toured the space station. It's actually pretty neat if you ever go down there. The Kennedy Space Station is down in Florida, anyways. But we stayed right across the water from it.
Don't mind us. History buffs.
So everybody else walked down, and we watched the shuttle take off from across the pond.
That's why you paid it extra that night.
Yeah, look at me, and I missed it. I slept through it because she kept telling me Sunday. Well, that was the wrong night, but wasn't too many beverages that night, and I didn't even hear the bang. I didn't hear the sonic boom. I woke in the morning. She's like, it almost knocked us out of bed. I'm like, not me. So, I don't know.
To back on track.
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to go with an A on this one.
I was waiting to see if you were gonna tell me A- because I was gonna bump you up again. I can't find anything bad.
But again, I told you my reasoning on the last one.
Yeah.
But this is even better. It's only $50. It's a higher proof. And it's gonna be, but I think yesterday's is gonna hold its own as well.
I think the amount of flavor in this one, I think it would battle with any of them.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? Because it's still got that same proof. It's not going to be lacking in the proof.
And there was some, wasn't there? It was either last year or Elijah last year had one at like 125. So it's not like really way short of the rest of them.
No, there was one at 119 at one point. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be like, oh, if it had a couple more proof points, it was going to fight. This thing is hanging. This thing is carrying. It's not drinking. I mean, you're drinking in the 120s, but it's not drinking hot. It's not aggressive. There's not really even elbows. The only fire is kind of on your tongue, but as you swallow it down, it's actually coming down all flavor. You get a big oaky presence.
It doesn't hit you here.
Yes.
It does stay on your tongue.
But you're not getting like a burn.
That would be the whole high rye for me.
Yeah. So, but with this, I'm an easy A again.
This would be one you're not going to want to do a shot of because it's going to light you up.
Yeah.
If you did it, remember that way back in the day, high school days?
Yeah, you get the double shot. I used to do double shots at one point.
Yeah, don't do those anymore.
No. But yeah, honestly, I can honestly
I don't even know if I could do a full shot of this or anything anymore.
No, I could. We don't recommend that, but I probably could. But it'd be it's hot.
We don't recommend that.
No, but yeah, if I'm factoring price, I would even want to bump it.
Jameson.
To be honest with you, like this is how many times you get 123 proof for $49? That's a steal. And that just goes to show,
all right,
like, what are they actually getting the bottles from that they could put this out? Like, you had to buy these.
The only way I can give you a
MGP.
comparison for that would be Benchmark Full Proof. That's 120 at.
But that's their own stuff. They didn't sell it to somebody else.
I hear you. I'm just saying. You said, where could you buy something? I just threw one out there.
No, I agree.
I don't know how I pulled that magical ass.
I still don't know how you do sometimes when you come up with these things. But no, I agree with that. But at least that's their own juice. You know what I mean? These people have to buy from them, so they already have that money out of their bank. But yet they still put it out at a great price. You can't beat that.
That is kind of amazing on that.
Yeah, because they got to buy it from.
But even yesterday's,
Yeah, but that was their own stuff.
That was their own stuff.
That was their own stuff. That's what I'm saying. These guys are, and I don't think any of the bare knuckles spend a lot of money. That's the one thing I got to give it. So, I mean, they are buying barrels from Indiana, and then they're still putting it out at a decent proof and a decent price. I mean, that kudos to them.
If maybe they're trying to get their foot in the door. I don't know. Whatever they're doing, if you see it, I'd try to snag it.
Everything they're doing is 2 thumbs up too. That's the difference. We've yet to have one where
I said yesterday off camera that would be a great vacation buy. This is even better vacation buy.
No, it really is. No, I hear you.
If you see either one of them, you're not going to go wrong for $49 or $59.
And if you're not a proof guy and you do see the 90 proof one, it has the same boxer on it. It's still 6 years.
Yeah.
That thing was a banging bottle that beat up. You'd have to go back and watch the blind, but I remember putting it with some bangers that actually won.
Caramel marshmallow.
It's getting better in the glass as it sits. 100%. That's why I really do think Easy A for me. We'll keep this one short and sweet. I know I said that 2 videos ago and it was like 20 minutes long, and I apologize. But there it is. Again, if you guys have passed this up because you're not sure what the heck's going on with it, this is an instant buy for me.
And I would almost agree. Keep it to yourself.
No, yeah, right. Shh. Thank God nobody watches us, right? On that one.
That is pretty good.
There you go.
Well, we're not advertising too far.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. This is the Bare Knuckles High Rye Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Again, if you have not tried these because you're afraid of it, I highly recommend these.
This would be my first pick
price. No,
on a getaway trip.
Or if you just never tried it. I mean,
if they only had 2, I'd get both.
If you ever bought one and you were disappointed, leave a comment down below, because I guarantee there'll be nobody that says that. I'll be shocked too, because this is just good whiskey. That's it. So that's our review. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.